Hello everyone. So start from the today class. So now we will continue study which we are questions that was left pending. So now start from the today. So we will discuss first questions. So first question is that if a child make a food and taste it out, so which type of evaluation is that? Okay. So there is a for evaluation of as at. So the question is that a child make a food and taste it out. Okay. So here it is the as evaluation. Why it is called as? Because child itself make a food and itself taste out their performance. Okay. Not other people taste their uh, performance. Okay. Now next come to the second question is that now I also discuss with you for of at. What is the for evaluation? This is the formative evaluation, and of evaluation is that your and term, and now is the at evaluation is your peer evaluation between the two peer. This is called the when the peer when your friend and you each other when you evaluate one another, so this is called the peer evaluation. Okay, now come to the second question is that if I make a food and before completing in that case, if the taste of if the okay, if I make a food, okay, and before completing and if in that case if I taste the food, okay, but the food was not completed, okay, like your mama make a food and the food is not completed, food is not completed, and during the process while making the food, they will taste it out. So it's called which kind of evaluation? This is the in evaluation. What is the in evaluation? When you taste yourself during the process, this is called the in evaluation. Okay, now next come to the topic. So this is the types of evaluation. So what is the type of evaluation is that there is a SBA and BBA. Okay, so SBA means school based assessment, and now come to the BBA. This is the board based assessment. Okay, so what is the school based assessment? School based assessment is that when the teacher done your test, when teacher assess their child by internally. Okay, so teacher is your teacher here it's a very significant for the teacher and the student itself is that when the school based assessment is that because when the student are familiar with their teacher, so teacher shows some kind of leniency with their student, but while in board based assessment there is not any kind of leniency, and there is not any kind of familiarity between the student and teacher. So it's a where the completely external body involved there. So it's a kind of some limitation for the board based assessment and school based assessment. So now come to the next point is that type of question. So there is a two type of question. First is the objectivity, second is the subjectivity. So objective question is the type of question when the question your very concise, very one word question, yes or no, or MCQ form. Okay, now come to the subjective type question when the question is having the detail form, essay type, long question. When the in the subjective test is this is a very important, if you say like it's a kind of merit itself, that in subjective type question students show their creativity while writing. Okay, so this is the very significant for the subjective type of questions that shown out. Now come to the type of test. So there is a two type of test. First is the standard test and second is the non-standard test. Okay, so what is a standard test? A standard test is basically it's a carry out a standard base. So it's a carry out three kind of formula. If I say first is the objectivity, second is the reliability, and third is the validity. Okay, you can learn out ORV. Or now come to the non-standard test where the teacher there is not any kind of standard test, only the teacher taken out during your class test, your mock test, okay, you quiz, this all are non-standard test. Okay, suppose that your standard example is that your exam like DSSB, KVS, UGC, this all are about standard test. Okay, now next topic is that also there is a two types also, norm reference test and criteria reference test. What is the non-reference test? Non-reference test is that having the norms to get a passing number. Okay, like you have to be a limitation, you have the criteria, you have to fix a point is that, okay, suppose that you have to give in a seated exam. Okay, you have to give in all the tax exam, which will you show the preliminary exam. Okay, like you have to be okay, 90 marks, okay, 100 marks, okay, so you are the qualified candidate. Now come to the criteria. Here criteria based test is that its score as a percentage, not met, pass, fail. Okay, so in criteria based test it show that it's kind of merit shows. Okay, so it's not only you have to be get passing marks and you have to cross your uh, mark of passing. Okay, while in criteria test you have to be very clear cut, and you have to be very get a more marks to compete your competitor. So like DSSB, KVS, this all our exam are criteria based test. Okay, now come to the there is a diagnosis and remedial, this all are kind of test. Okay, so what is the diagnosis? Diagnosis is that when the find the learning error. Okay, this is called the diagnosis. And what is the remedial? Remedial is nothing. It's a kind of when you remedy your error. Okay, by using a proper treatment, by using a proper awareness by the teacher, by the counselor. Okay, so this is called the remedial test. Now come to the characteristic of good evaluations. So there are three characteristic of good evaluation. First is objectivity, second is the reliability and validity, as I already explain it out, but again I explain is that what is the objectivity. This is the sum for all, no biasness. Okay, objectivity shows that there is not any kind of biasness shows by teacher, while in reliability is that when we get out some result. Okay, when we get out a result, same result in each and every case. Okay, so this is called the reliability. And what is the validity? Validity means the extent to which a test measure what to be measured out. Okay, so this is called the validity. Okay, thank you all of you guys. Now tomorrow I will discuss you questions related to assessment and evaluation. Okay.